princess line, example 3. And again, let's get example 3 so it's on the top there. Example 3 has a slightly more interesting seam arrangement. Exactly the same as we did last time, is we're going to put in a temporary dart. I've changed my mind on where I'm putting the temporary dart. I think it would make life much easier if I put my temporary dart on the bust line, which is here, and then I won't have to bother marking off where the bust line is as a separate action. So let's see how that works out for us. Okay, so let's get this first level of manipulation done by getting the shoulder dart and the waist dart moved to the side seam. So again, if you're a slasher, not a pivoter, you can slash this. It's absolutely not a problem. You know how to do it. You just need to go ahead and get it done. So I'm pivoting out that top dart, and I'm drawing around to the new dart position, which is on the bust line. That's going to make life easier. Now I'm coming up from the other direction. I've drawn along to the first position of the dart. I'm now closing that dart, and I'm carrying it on, drawing around until I hit the new dart position. So again, this is a temporary dart. You don't have to do anything with it other than just draw it. Draw where it is, and then ignore it momentarily. So we're putting in this seam arrangement. So I'm going to do it in a pencil first, just to check I'm going to be doing it nicely. So it's coming from about here, I think, down through the bust point and out. I'm going to get that line. To make that line nice, I think I need to drop that lower. That's nicer. Okay, so I'm going to be using that second line. This one. I think that's going to look more like my drawing. So let's not forget the balance marks, Annie, this time. There's my balance marks for putting it back together. I will trace off that centre front, remembering that the pattern will be folded. It will not be cut on the fold instructions. So we'll trace this off. Again, I remind you, you'll be using a nice fine pencil, and you will be being much more careful than I am. Oh, blimey, much more careful. That is severely wibbly. Putting in my balance marks. So that pattern piece will be on the fold. Please refer to the first princess line demonstration. We know the grain is going to run with the centre front. It's also the centre front, so this is the bodice front. Princess line 3. It's a size 10, and we are going to cut 1. That's ready to have its seam allowances added. And then we come on to the slightly more interesting piece here. And well, let's see if this piece of paper is going to fit it on. If I do that and that, I'll have it like that. No, it's not going to fit on. Right, I'm not convinced that's going to fit on either. Anyhow, let's give it a go and see. That's what sellotape's for after all. Okay, so we're going to trace off the top bit of this. So I'm tracing off down to the bust point, putting a balance mark on, another balance mark, round the armhole, and this is the dart position. I'll draw that in completely. We then are going to take that and line up with the dart position in the lower half, and lo and behold, no, it doesn't fit on the piece of paper. But like I say, that's what sellotape's for. Now is it? Yeah. Oh, just though. Okay, so I've drawn that bit. I'm now moving this down so that I've gotten rid of the dart, and I'm going to carry on drawing around this next piece of bodice. Lovely. Make sure that's a nice curve. So our two pattern pieces that will make that design are this. And if you have a look, that will fit there. Let's walk that seam around. I didn't put the second piece in, but it fits anyway. Lovely. So those two will go together. For our grain line, because that dart is in on the bust line, I know I can drop down off that at 90 degrees. That will give me my grain line, as discussed in the Princess Line 1 demo. So it's a 10. It's side front. Princess Line 3. And we're going to cut one pair, because we need a right and a left. If you're cutting out in calico, it doesn't make much difference because the fabric's the same either way, but if you're cutting out in any other fabric, pretty much it'll have a right side and a wrong side, and you will need a pair. Okay, that's that done. Ready for the seam allowances as per Princess Line 1 demo.